Ach, bestimmt Mr. Noyce. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Von Karma. Mysterious. Mr. Von Karma, is the prosecution ready? Fool. You seriously think that I would stand here, were I not completely prepared? Alter, die Augen. Right, my apologies. He's even got the judge scared. Very well, your opening statement, please. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. That should be fine. The prosecution may call its first witness. What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something? How am I supposed to fight against this? I call the detective in charge of this case, Detective Dick. Gachibes. Gumshoe. Okay, Gumshoe's first. Let's see how this goes. Describe the incident. Now! Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe looks nervous. Please, take a look at the map. The murder happened late Christmas Eve around midnight. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake. There were 2 men on the boat. Now there happened to be a woman camping here on the edge of the lake. At 12:10 a.m. she heard 2 pistol shots. Then the boat started to move. It went towards the boat rental shop. Huh. Overhead map added to the court record. Hey Rengeroods. Testify to the court about the arrest, now. Wait, Mr. Von Karma. Yes? Actually, I'm the one that's supposed to be handling these proceedings. Wrong. There is only one thing you need to do here. You will slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role. Yes, of course, you're quite right. No, he's not. Der Opa ist der Beste, Alter. The arrest of Edgeworth. A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him or anything at all, but the next morning a body was found in the lake, so we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. I see. Very well. Begin your cross-examination, attorney, now. Ich liebe den Humor. Beste. You received a call from a man. Yep. But you said there was a woman camping there. She was the one we heard the 2 gunshots, right? Holy shit, die tiefe Stimme. That woman and the man who called in the report are 2 different people, obviously. Different people? There were 2 witnesses. Ugh! Their testimonies were quite similar, however. Today I've summoned the woman who was camping. The woman who was camping. Lot of heart. What happened next, detective? Der raucht bestimmt 40 Schachtel am Tag bei der Stimme. How long was it between receiving the report and your arrival at the lake? Well, I'd say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto for the month is get there quick. Holy shit. Detective, you will refrain from casually revealing department secrets. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. I look forward to your next year's salary review. Och, der Arme. So much to look forward to these days. This is no time for dejected daydreaming. Continue. Yes, sir. What was Mr. Edgeworth like when you saw him then? Well, from what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed, not like a murderer at all, really. Detective, the court requires the facts, not your opinion. How many years have you been on the force? Facts only, detective. Hard, cold, objective facts. Yes, sir. Man, he's got his share of objections. Why didn't you think he was suspicious? You should know. We have a deep, trusting relationship with the prosecutors. Detective, the court isn't interested in your musings. Deep, trusting, poppycock! I've never heard so many flippant comments from an active detective on the force. Oh. Detective Gumshoe doesn't look so good. Continue now. Poppycock. Did you find any clues on the body? A single bullet was recovered from the body. He was shot through the heart fatally. Judge, here's the bullet. It didn't strike bone, so its shape is well preserved. Very well, the court accepts this bullet into evidence. Okay. Why is that? Well, we found the murder weapon in the boat. The murder weapon? A pistol. Detective Gumshoe. That is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony. Right, sorry, Your Honor. The murder weapon we found in the boat was decisive evidence. What about the pistol made it decisive evidence? Ah, he has the same evil laugh as Edgeworth. There were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. They were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. What? Order! Order! So Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon. Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question. Accepted into evidence. The murder weapon, 22 caliber, fired 3 times, bears prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. 3-mal gefeuert, aber nur eine Kugel wurde gefunden. Gleich sehr verdächtig. Members of the court, we now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Hey, Redtail. Detective. Yes, sir. Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol? Yes. The ballistic markings on the bullet match the pistol. Hey, Nick. What does he mean, ballistic markings? Shocking. To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings. Nick, he's glaring at me. Very well, I'll explain. Actually, Judge, you do it. Me? Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate. Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was without a doubt fired from this pistol. This pistol, which as you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints. Mach mal die Manfred von Karma schon mal tiefer. Order! Order! This is bad. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it. Well, Judge, I'd say it's almost decisive, yes. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However, you wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I am somewhat fatigued and so I will take a brief break. I will call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge? Yes? What are you doing? A 10-minute recess, now! But wait, Just bang your filmsy gavel and get on with it, man. Yes. This court will take a 10-minute recess. Who's running this court anyway? Ist echt so Battalion. Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon. And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in the photo. True. Was that you in the boat? Yes, it was me. What? But you must believe me, I didn't shoot him. Then who did it? I don't know. You don't know? Weren't you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself. You mean it was a suicide? That's the only explanation I can come up with. Huh? How am I going to convince anyone of that? Say, Maya? Huh? But what? Any progress with Mia? Shaigon! Vielen lieben Dank für 34 Monate der Treue. Willkommen zurück, mein Bester. Danke dir. Any progress with Mia? Oh. Sorry, it's no good. I know. I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick? If I can't call my sister, I might as well be here. I might as well not be here, right? No, I need you here. Yeah, you're useless. Quatsch. No, of course not. I need you here. I can see you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help. It's the thought that counts, right? It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about trials or defense. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits. Ah, everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. But you never know when my luck is going to run out. Really? Whoa, right! Don't jinx this case any more than it already is. It's bad for my heart. Oh, so sorry. Whoops. Hey, Sofa. Court is back in session. Mr. von Karma, call your witness. Yes. Will Mr. Lotta Hart take the stand? Lotta Hart, you're a research student at the university. That I am. Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand? You all need to learn some manners. Understand? Yeah, I understand. Very well. Your testimony, please. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lake. When I looked out to the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Then there was another bang. There wasn't nary a thing on the lake but that boat. Enough. Huh? Judge, she happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo, accepted as evidence. Well, this is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder. Order! I will remove people from this courtroom if I do not have order immediately. As a witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There were no other boats on that lake, so the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. Order! 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 I will have order! Well, Judge, the evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well, this court finds the defendant... Wait, Your Honor! I haven't cross-examined the witness yet. A cross-examination? We have photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? This photo is worth 1,000 words, and they all read guilty. You lose. Or do you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony? Very well. If you have to, very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then I will have you held in contempt of court. Nick, contempt? Contempt of court, you know. I guess I understand. Well, what are you going to do? Do you really think there was a contradiction with the facts in her testimony? I think there was. I think I noticed one little thing. Wow, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Right, let's take him on. Yeah. I got a bad feeling about this. I understand. I will cross-examine the witness. Very well. I pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time. Oh shit. Ja, darin ist er sehr, sehr gut, Pasu. Ja, locker, Chris. Was mir aufgefallen ist, I heard this bang come up from the lake. And then there was another bang. Set to automatically take a picture when a loud noise is detected. Faces the lake. Ups. Never mind. Da muss ich halt vorher pressen. Ist in Ordnung. Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure. You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless. Contradictions, Mr. Wright. Not meaningless, bubble. Von Karma, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? Ja, dann sollten wir wohl weiter pressen. Live-Points werden von April-Support verdeckt. Das ist in Ordnung. Just after midnight, you say? In other words, it was no longer Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day. Huh? Oh yeah, well, yes. I know you want to find contradictions, but really? Huh? I hope your next contradiction is a little more relevant to the trial. Witness, continue your testimony. Ihr habt 3 Bangs, aber nur 2 Schüsse. Ja, das ist das Problem, was ich hier auch sehe. Soll ich die Pistole präsentieren? Ich glaube, ich sollte einfach nur pressen, dann passt das, ja? Ich sollte einfach nur pressen, dann passt das. So you weren't looking at the lake at that time? Nope. I looked after I heard that noise. She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions, not leisurely chat with the witness. Ugh. Could you clearly see the 2 men? Just like look at the picture. Clear enough for you? Oh. Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the 2 men. Yeah, well, of course. The witness has testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. You'd best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions. He jumped in quick. He's hiding something. When I looked out the window, I saw 2 gents in a boat. Ja, der vom Kammer ist sehr nervig. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? Yeah, sure as a country gal can be. That sounds pretty sure. How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake. Scanned the whole lake? It almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you... Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full. Huh? No need for further questions. Objection sustained. That's what I'm... Sustained! Yes, of course. Oh, great. What am I supposed to do now? There weren't any contradictions in there. Sorry, Nick. If only my sister were here. Maya's really taking this hard. Why were you camping there anyway? I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research. What research? This all sounds suspicious. Miss Hart, could you be more specific about your research? What does the witness motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained. Well, wait now. I'm the one who says that. Well, then say it already. Objection sustained. Thanks for nothing, Your Honor. Enough. I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems you're unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth noting. But Your Honor... You keep your promise, Mr. Wright. I am afraid that I will have to penalize any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court. And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood? Nick, Lotta's testimony is fishy. Nick, really fishy. I know what you mean, but if I can't say anything, what can I do? I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision. Then pass your judgment. Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand. Oh shit, hold it, wer war das? Who was that? It was me! Maya! Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities? No, I do not. Lotta Hart, your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Lotta, did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol? You will stand down. The court does not acknowledge the defense's outbursts. Answer me, Lotta. What's the big idea treating me like some kind of criminal? I saw him, I swear it, I saw Edgeworth. Enough. Judge, declare the defense in contempt of court. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He is in contempt of court and must leave. No. Wait! I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent. Ha! What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Wrong. What? Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in her testimony. That changes her testimony and I have the right to cross-examine her again. Order! You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection. I'm sorry, Mr. von Karma, but I cannot. What? Mrs. Lotta Hart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again. But he is in contempt of court. No, I am. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me. Huh. Very well. Maya Fey, you will leave the courtroom immediately. Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck. Maya. Pah! I care not for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witness. I'm running out of time. I'd better find a contradiction in here or else. Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination. The last statement. I saw it clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. That's it? Oh, I don't know if I can find anything in that. But I can't squander Maya's efforts either. I saw it clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. Das kann doch gar nicht sein. Das kann doch nicht sein. Wir haben doch das Foto. Got you. Got you, Miss Hart. Finally. What? You got what? Look at this photograph. The photo I took? The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart. So? This picture was taken with professional, high-quality film, correct? Yet even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How? What? Maybe, Chris. Mr. Wright has a point. That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony, please. Yet now she said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself. Miss Hart. What? Could you see the defendant that night? Of course, I said I could. I meant I could. Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting. I did it. I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. How Edgeworth was seen. Yeah, right. It was a cold night and the fog was thick as grits. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See, no problem. You use binoculars. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. This one would better be good. Ist echt so, die Eternal. Dann schauen wir mal weiter. So, how could you see Edgeworth? Now, just hold your horses for a second. You hasty Yankee types never find a gal where I'm from. Defense attorneys have trouble with that as it is. Nobody loves me. Poor Phoenix. Your camera. Yeah, it's got an automatic... The issue we are concerned with here is Miss Hart seeing Mr. Edgeworth. The camera has nothing to do with this at all. Objection sustained. Arg, he'd not letting answer any of my questions. Doch, ich mag dich, Nick. Wir lieben alle Nick. Binoculars? Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars for that? I've got doubts about your camera too. Was that really to take pictures of meteor showers? The cameras are irrelevant to this case. You can't say that for certain. Mr. Wright, is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning. But know this, if you find nothing with this, there will be consequences. Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera? Ja klar, wir haben so viele Beweise, da muss ja was dran sein. This is make it or break it time. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Wow, maybe I went a little overboard there. Very well. Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera. Yeah, I hear ya. The camera was set up to take pictures of a meteor shower. Kann nicht sein, weil ein Meteorenschauer keine Geräusche von sich gibt und diese Kamera ist auf Geräusche eingestellt. Get on my level, bitch! You were photographing shooting stars. That's a lie. This is Saswoo. I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point the camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart. Oh! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor. Well then, what exactly was she photographing? Your Honor, take a look at this. What was Mrs. Hart trying to photograph at the lake? Article about a monster sighted at Gold Lake. Ja, muss ja der Artikel hier sein, ne? Ja, muss der Artikel sein. Hallöchen, Explos, willkommen. Miss Hart, This is what you were trying to photograph. What's this, a newspaper article? Gertie. Ah, the sighting at Gert Lake. Well, Miss Hart, I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove that I was down at the lake trying to photograph this Gertie. Hab ich Proof?